This is how you're supposed to play FPS games. This is the grip of true champions. Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? This is officially the first video of 2025 on the Burly Average Dude channel here. Happy New Year to everyone out there, all my Burly Average dudes. I'm a dude, you're a dude, we're all dudes. Happy New Year to you. So it's finally a new year. That means new games, right? Well, not this game. This game is technically 20 years old at this point, I believe. One of the best racing games of all time, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Dropped in 2005, so if you don't know this one, you're probably too young. But yeah, this is a classic game. But don't worry, we're only playing some newer games here. I just thought I'd, start out with this classic here on this amazing handheld here. We are on the OneXfly F1 Pro. This is technically the most powerful handheld PC available on the market in people's hands right now, and it's going to be one of the most powerful for like the rest of the year. I know the Z2 Extreme was just announced at CES, but the Z2 Extreme is just going to be based on the HX370, which is already in this handheld here. So we're going to be playing some games, 10 games on this amazing handheld here. We got that beautiful OLED display, the new HX370 processor. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into the games here for this new year. But before we do that, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, all that great YouTube stuff, so I can keep coming to you with more Burly Average Dude content. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first game in this 10 game test is, you already know what it is. It's Cyberpunk. We have to test this game. It's pretty much mandatory at this point. You got to test Cyberpunk. So playing Cyberpunk right now, we are at 1080p medium settings. We do have frame generation on and all that good stuff, but we are at 1080p medium settings. It does still look good, and we are getting over 80 FPS. That new frame generation is really helping us here, but it looks good and it plays well. I will say that with the frame generation, I can't really complain because this game is running at over 60 FPS. We're at 80 right now, so looking good, it plays good, and my car is here. So I'm gonna just play this for a little bit, see how it's running, and just showcase for you guys. I'm not gonna do too much because I feel like you already know how the performance is at this point, but I just thought I'd show you guys some games here. So in the car, we dropped down to around 75, 70, 75, but still running well. And I will say it does look good. Not sure how this comes off of a camera. It does look pretty good. And I will say I am running this at 25 watts, which is probably like the highest you want to go for this processor, because above 20 to 25 watts, yo, what is going on here? What is happening? Above 20 to 25 watts, you don't really see any improvement in like performance really. This chip really likes lower wattages. Not to say it doesn't perform well at higher wattages, but the diminishing returns is very steep on this processor here because it is much more efficient than the previous generation. But as you can see, Cyberpunk is running well, over 80 FPS, 1080p medium settings. We do have frame generation on, but it's looking good. Okay, so this next game is what is it, Space Marine 2? You just had some enemies. Oh, okay, so things are getting heavy over here. Oh, get off me, boy. Get off me. Get off me. I'm gonna need you to back all the way up. Back all the way up. Okay, we're at 1080p. Like a low medium mix. We do have FSR on. Oh, fighting for my life for you guys. Fighting for my life. You know the settings. 1080p, low medium. You already know, you guys. I'm fighting for my life here. What do you want from me? You want all the settings when I'm fighting for my life, you guys? Oh, I'm dying. Get out of here, soldier. Get out of here. .1080p low settings, low medium mix with 25 watts. We're gonna get 25 watts, pretty much for every game. Oh, get out of there. Pay attention, bro. It's hard to put behind the camera. No excuses, though. No excuses. Ooh, get out of there. Do not die on camera. Get out of here. All right, we survived. Alright, so anywhere from like 60 to 70 FPS. This game runs pretty good, looks pretty good. No real complaints here. Okay, so in our next game, we are playing Hades 2. We went down to 10 watts because you really don't need much power to play this game. Still getting over 200 FPS for the most part at 10 watt TDP. So yeah. It doesn't take much power to run this game, really. Not at all. I will say that I am connected to an external monitor now. So this isn't like a charger. This is actually an external monitor that I'm using like off camera just so I can see the game better. So it is pulling a little bit more power. But I will say I am at 10 watts here. As you can see on top, I am at 10 watts, but it's gonna be pulling more power than usual. So don't take like the total system power into account for this because it is powering an entire portable monitor here, just so I can see, because it's hard to play off camera, especially at this angle when the screen is facing like directly up at the camera. But yeah, so don't pay too much attention to the total system power here because we are using a lot more power than usual. But anyway, Hades 2, you know this game is gonna run. You know, this game runs on anything. This game will run on a literal potato if you could install it. So yeah, 10 watts, over 200 FPS. So yeah, let's get on to the next game. All right, so our next game is Spider-Man Miles Morales. We got 1080p medium settings. We are back up at 25 watts right now. FSR 3 is on, getting anywhere from 80 to 90 FPS. Very good performance here. I will say in heavy sort of like situations, you're gonna drop down to like 70, but that's like a rare occasion. It's usually 80, 90, sometimes even going up to 100 FPS here. FSR 3 in this game is very well implemented and optimized, so you can be spinning around with the swagger of a black teen at very high FPS here. So let's get it.
Taking you down. Dodge this! It's a bad day to mess with us!
Okay, so we are in Black Myth Wukong, 1080p, low settings. We do have FSR turned on here, but we're getting anywhere from like 60 to 70 FPS here, which is pretty good. No complaints about performance here. Looks decent actually, even with low settings. This game still looks pretty good, I have to say. So no real complaints with performance here. Get out of here. Oh, he's going. He's going. Oh, well. Okay, so this next game is Returnal, and this game has historically been very hard for these handhelds to run. It has gotten better as the generations have sort of progressed, but yeah, this game does not go easy on these handhelds at all. So let's check it out, see how it runs. So we are at 1080p low settings, and we do get pretty good performance here. It still looks good. This game was originally made for the PS5, so even at low settings, it still looks good. And we get like over 60 FPS. It doesn't really drop. Sometimes there are a few stutters here and there, but for the most part, it's an over 60 FPS experience. Feels good, and this is one of those games where you need to have like fast-paced, sort of low latency gameplay, because you have to really move around and be able to anticipate or react to the enemies quite a bit here. But yeah, Returnal runs great. Not the best, but it's more than playable, getting above 60 FPS for the most part in most scenarios here, so very enjoyable. Okay, so right now we are playing what some people believe should have been the game of the year. We are in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero here, and we are Ultra Instinct, so I don't know who's gonna take this one. Okay, we are back in Need for Speed. Right now we in the newest Need for Speed, the recording of this video, Need for Speed Unbound, 1080p, low medium mix, and let's see what we can do. Can't drive behind the camera, but let's see how it performs at least. Now, performance is actually not bad. I'm seeing anywhere from like 70 to like 90 FPS at some points. Not bad at all. Let me get into a race and then see how the performance actually is. But just driving around, performance is very solid here. Okay, we are in a race here. I picked the wrong car for this race. I think this car is electric, so sorry we don't get any sweet exhaust sounds for this. But performance is holding up. We're still getting above 70 FPS, so it's looking good actually. My driving, on the other hand, is not looking too good. But hey, it's hard to drive behind the camera. That gotta be illegal, bro. That gotta be illegal.
Patrol wants in on the action too. I'm close behind, no choke.
Shortcut. Ooh. It's hard to drive at this angle. Okay, so playing Call of Duty now. And this is how you're supposed to play FPS games. This is the grip of true champions. Nah, I'm just playing. But we are playing Call of Duty now. This is not the most recent one, so, you know, don't come at me in the comments. But it is still Call of Duty. Running pretty well here at 1080p, medium settings. Just getting a sense for how it's playing here. We do have gyro, so I wanted to show the gyro on here. That's the main reason why I'm playing this game, just to show you the gyro aiming. That really does help the aim roll. It's hard to do it at this angle because normally it's supposed to be like perpendicular or parallel to my view angle, but right now it's perpendicular, so it's kind of weird to line up the aim here. But just know that we have gyro for your aiming improvements. Okay, so this is the last game on the list today. This is God of War Ragnarok. Playing Valhalla here. We are at 1080p medium settings. We do have the FSR on, but performance is actually pretty good here. So we're getting well above 60 FPS here. It does look good. Let's see. I do like the Valhalla mode in this game. It's like a roguelike style game. I do appreciate that because I like the gameplay of this game, and being able to like play it pretty much indefinitely, I think is a dope experience. Check it out. Like, look at the graphics here. This looks good, right? Yeah, it looks good. Oh, that was crazy. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. I mean, you can see every game we play on this thing performs pretty well, and that's what you should expect. This device here is gonna give you anywhere from like 15 to 20, sometimes 25% performance than something like, you know, the LIX and the Z1 Extreme and the previous generation handhelds. Now, I know you're gonna get in the comments saying we just got the Z2 and the Z2 Extreme was announced at CES. I know that, but those devices that are coming with those new chips are still not going to be more powerful than this. Every chip that's coming now is either based on like the 7840U or even like the 6800U. I think the Z2S is pretty much like the 6800U, and then the Z2 Extreme is like the HX370 but with less CPU cores. So the same GPU cores but less CPU cores. So there's no device that's coming out that's going to be more powerful than this. And that's exciting because that means we're gonna get all this power in the devices that are coming to the market in the near future. But right now, this is technically still the most powerful handheld PC that's available in people's hands currently, and it's amazing. I love the OLED display. Now, it doesn't have like the biggest battery. That's something that a lot of people will say about this device. It doesn't have the best battery, and it's a little bit on the expensive side, and I will give you that. But for what it is, I think this device is an amazing device. Now, does more power equal more fun? Based on the thumbnail, you saw that little asterisk on the more fun. Is it more fun? I will say it is a lot of fun. Is it more fun than like an Ally X, or is it more fun than like, you know, a previous generation handheld? I think that's for you to decide. I will say it is a lot of fun. I do love this amazing OLED display. Is it more fun? I guess the fun factor is just the fact that you got that OLED display with the most recent processor. If that's fun to you, having the bleeding edge, cutting edge technology, then yeah, you're gonna have a great time on this. But with that being said, amazing device. I love this thing. Leave all your comments down below of what other games I should test. I try to test a variety of games in this, you know, this showcase here, just to give you a sense of what to expect. I didn't really go too much into benchmarks or real, you know, fine details and how the thing runs. Just know that it runs good. Just know that it runs good, you guys. Every game you throw at it, this thing is gonna run amazing. It's gonna run, you know, better than anything else is on the market right now, or as good as any future device that's coming this year. So in my mind, that's an amazing experience. But as always, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, all that great YouTube stuff. And yeah, let's talk about it in the comments, man. Let me know what you're looking forward to. CES is going on right now at the time of this video. Let me know what type of technology you're looking forward to. I would let you know that right now, I'm looking forward to VR technology, AR technology, and like, you know, smart wearables. Right now, I've been experimenting with these meta glasses here. They have like a camera, they have like an AI assistant in here, and I'm loving these things. I can't wait for new versions of this to come out. I am kind of late to the smart glasses party, But I've been, you know, rocking with like VR and AR for like over a decade now. I love these wearables with technology, and that's something I really do appreciate. You can see I got the smartwatch, I got the smart ring. I really do like wearable technology. That's what I'm looking forward to, you know, from CES and this coming year. Let me know what you're looking forward to as far as technology goes in any category. Anyway, Happy New Year to everyone, all my brilliant average dudes out there, and I will catch you in the next one. You cannot be mad at this OLED display, man. Come on, look at this. Peace.